Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, you are watching the Geek Chat on the Experience. Stay tuned, we actually have comics the entire show. No filler, all comics. Hey everyone, it is Thursday night. That means the Geek Chat live on the Experience. I'm Beardy Rich.
I'm little black beardy Des. Maybe
Little black beardy.
maybe big
Baby
beardy when
beardy.
it grows out. I don't know. We're thinking about it. But look, I'm on time, everybody.
I know that's
Yes, the trains are working in my favor. So yes, I am on time. Let's keep this train moving.
Hey, we got a giveaway tonight, don't we?
We do. We have a giveaway. It's going to be fantastic. It is. Look at this. It's Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. It is Greg Land. It is a 1 in 25 cover. So yeah, this is our fantastic cover for this week. Please, as always, put in hashtag EXPTGC variant into the comments. And let's hope you can win it. Barlord, you can't win. You went last time. You got to wait. Super
and welcome
lucky.
in, Barlord.
Yeah, so welcome in, Barlord. You know, and yes, we're so happy for you guys to be here. We really appreciate it. And again, like always, our giveaways is just to say thank you for tuning in every week. For and also for basically, helping us grow the experience. We're definitely trying to reach as many followers as possible. So like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. If you want this limited 1 in 25 variant, it's still tell your friends anyway, because hey, you can only win every 30 days. So let someone else win. So oh yes, and Warlord, he got his books. That's what I like to hear. Fantastic. Hello, welcome in, Kenneth.
Jabroni Chief, Leonard.
Yes. So please let us know, and yeah, but we got like Rich said, we got a ton of comics to talk about. We got a bunch. No TV shows yet, but hopefully
we got Invincible coming up.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but having read every issue of that book consistently, I don't know. I can't get into the comic. I can't get into the cartoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes. So definitely, Ultimate Spider-Man. I haven't read it yet. I saw that great cover, and I was like, I've got to get this for the folks. So yeah. But I'm glad that you got the comics. So I'm gonna kick it on over to Rich. Rich, buddy, what are we reviewing first?
All right, first up, in case you didn't know, there's a movie coming out with Sam Wilson, Captain America, and the Red Hulk. Oh my God. So Marvel actually got something out on time, just in time for the movie. We have Sam Wilson, Captain America, number 1. This was, we'll talk.
Yeah,
so the writer...
It came out in the beginning of the year. So again, we are still trying to get caught up because we were gone for a while. So we're getting caught up. So some of these are a little bit, they've been around for a minute, but they're new to our eyes. And we wanted to share our opinions with you.
And we will be off the air to be watching the Captain America movie in a couple of weeks, just so you know. Hope everyone goes to see it. We will definitely have our review the following week. Writer,
Oh, Lord.
Greg Pak, Evan Narciss. Artists, Elder Messias with Valentin de Landro. Color artist is Fur Cifuentes Sujo. Letter VC's Joe Caramagna. And the cover there is by Torrin Clark. I got one of the variants. Can't remember who it's by, but I just liked the image of the Red Hulk fighting Cap a little bit more.
Different Red Hulk in the comic, if you look.
Yes, we're going to talk about that.
So yeah, it's can you say, like, you know, what is it, blatant, you know, movie tie-in?
Yes,
they don't look like that in the comic, folks.
No, they actually wanted to put something out so that people, you know, could read the comics and know going into. But like Des just said, spoiler alert, remember we talk about spoilers. Yes, this is not Harrison Ford's President Red Hulk at all. This is a generic guy that looks like him's Red Hulk.
Yeah.
So
with a mustache.
With a mustache, still, we need to have the mustache. Even though he doesn't have the mustache on the cover, they drew him with the mustache inside, you know? Okay.
Okay, cool.
So what did you think of this book?
You want me to start? You start.
No, go right ahead.
No, you start.
I think it was nice of Marvel to give us this book.
Wow.
After reading it, I'm not reading the number 2.
Wow.
Just unfortunately, okay. I think it's funny that Steve has to make an appearance in this book. I don't see the reason. Let Sam be on his own. Yes, Barlord, it was a book. Someone probably enjoyed it.
You can't have all these black folks at a cookout. You gotta have one white guy.
Exactly. So it starts off, Sam is going to a cookout with his rather annoying cousin. I don't know where she came from.
She came from the TV show.
The TV show.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Do you not remember an annoying cousin in that book?
If I remember correctly, she was the one at the beginning where he was training, and the foreclosure of the boat and all that stuff like that. I think that's her.
Yes. So let's bring her into the comic book series.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have this group that I don't remember coming into existence. I don't even remember their name. That's how generic it was. It's a group that used to be bad, but is now trying to do good for the American people. And so they've created this automated farming where they gave folks 40 acres and a robotic mule.
Using Wakandan technology.
Yes, because an ex-Wakandan is now in charge of this. And yeah, so we have the cookout. We have, you know, every pretty much black hero in the Marvel Universe is at Isaiah Bradley's house celebrating his 200th birthday. I don't know how old he was. And the cousin is extremely happy. And, you know, she sees all these people and she wants to talk to Storm and
about a hat,
you know,
a hat business or something.
Yeah. I will say 2 things about this book. Interesting that I like how in the comic books, Sam still connects with birds.
Yes.
Still talks to birds. I feel that's a missed opportunity. I mean, granted, he talks to birds, but that could be kind of cool in the movie. Instead, the movie, we get the drone Red Wing that comes out of his back and helps him, you know? Okay.
Yeah, mutants were the thing.
It's a
back
drone.
Then.
And the other thing I actually did like was some of the art reminded me of a couple books this week, reminded me of the 90s. The art in this,
really?
People's faces all kind of look alike.
Really? Okay. Same face syndrome. Okay.
And they're long bodies. It's kind of like Brett Booth if Brett Booth didn't draw really well. Like Brett Booth has mastered the art of long and lanky.
Yeah, he really has. Like I remember his like Kindred stuff and Barlord. Well, it's not a bad thing. Like I was really into Brett Booth for a minute there, so I can't really say much.
I love Brett Booth. Yes, Steve Caramagna.
And whip person, the guy when they had, everyone had like a mask with like their hair sticking out of it, and they had anyway. I thought it was great.
The other thing. The art in this was it. There's two artists. I think the second artist was in the backup story, and I think it's
I think that's the backup artist.
Yeah. So I take it you did not like it.
Oh no! I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine as a number one. You know, as a Black person, I feel very, very, very represented in this book. Okay, we got marginalized communities, we got a cookout, we got, you know, all kinds of just like, you know, the Black tropes were just coming in. They even talked about 40 acres and a mule. So I was like, let's go.
They showed it.
Like they literally did. And so a lot of the stuff for me came to be a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
And shoehorning Red Hulk in for some reason was kind of like, I don't know. It's just I wasn't completely taken out of it, but like I do see a lot. I remember a lot of heroes doing a lot of like charity work and stuff like that, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, can we have something different? But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just the character, because when Stuart Immonen, sorry, and I can't remember who the writer was, but he was fighting Hydra or something, and he was much more of an action oriented type of Backlash. Yes, Leonard. Yes. Anyway, I don't know where they're going with this book. There was nothing to hook me in. The whole thing about them thinking that he is a life model decoy was kind of
oh my god.
So
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, is this true? Does he not know? Is this a weird kind of like, you know, replicant kind of situation? I don't know. I thought it was okay. It's just okay. Like I will read number 2. I probably will read number 2, just to kind of like see what's going on, and I try to give, you know, a book at least like 3 issues before I just kind of completely write it off. You know, I know some people go 6, some people go, you know, 6 months, we will go a year, but I think I'm solid for a yeah, sorry, Garth Wong, sorry. But
2 things. I want to say I'm Italian, and I felt I was not offended, Steve, at all. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
And 2, can we talk about marketing for a minute? So the cover of this comic book, comics are supposed to draw you in. The covers are supposed to draw you in and make you want to buy this book. Well, so at the bottom, we have Storm, who, while is in the book and actually has a couple lines, really has nothing to do with the story. And we have Patriot. Now, Patriot is one of those people who a lot of readers are dying to have back in the book. They really want Young Avengers.
They really do
want these characters back. So very interesting that Patriot was in full costume, makes the note that it's Patriot when the mask is on, and then is on this cover, though has really nothing to do with the complete story. Unless, like, I haven't read 2 or 3. I don't know. Maybe he will show up. If he does show up, I think that's going to be great. If Patriot helps Captain America in this, though you would think it would be the new Falcon that would show up to help him in this book, since Falcon is in the movie. Just some interesting little tidbits about this cover I found quite interesting.
Oh, I do think that the new Falcon will show up in this book, most definitely. That's definitely going to happen. But yeah, interesting book. You know, I'll pick up number 2 and give it a whirl and see what's going on. So, the next book is What If Mickey and Al's became the Fantastic Four. I'll let you go through the credits of this one.
Okay, really quick. I think it's funny. Leonard was like, I'd hope to see Prowler and Rocket Racer. Rocket Racer.
Oh, my Lord.
I haven't thought about him in a long time.
Well, Prowler was in Miles Morales. So.
Well, yeah, but that's his uncle now.
Yeah. So
where's Hobie? Where's the original? What is he? Is he dead? Did they kill him?
You know what? I have no idea.
Does anyone Does anyone know if Hobie will? What was his last? Hobie. Oh my God, I forgot his last name. The original Prowler. If
I think he's dead.
I don't know. Okay, so what if Mickey? Okay,
And
plot
Friends.
and Friends. The plot was by Steve Bailing. The script was by Riccardo Secchi. Art was by Lorenzo Pastrovicchio. The colors are Lucio Ruvidotti. The lettering is by Laura Tartiaglia. And the main cover was by, Lorenzo Pastrovicchio and Lucio Ruvidotti.
Thank you,
I
Experience.
completely butchered Brown. Yes, Hobie Brown. And is he dead?
Probably.
Let's look that up.
I don't know. Okay, so I'll start with this one. So
Okay, you go.
Okay, so there's this person that I watch. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube. Like, I like YouTube. It's really fun. I watch a lot of it, and I subscribe to a couple of channels. So I'm gonna give a plug for one channel that I really like called Strange Brain Parts. I think I said that right. And he basically looks at and gives a critique on very like obscure 90s kind of black and white comics. Like, he did Faust. He did I think he does a lot of like Cerebus, he does a lot of the more indie type of stuff. And then he started talking about Fantastic Four because he read this book and he basically wanted to talk about the more obscure Fantastic Four kind of like stories that you had. And so this kind of, because he said this one was so saccharinely sweet and just like, it was so non-offensive and just so saccharine that he needed to read something else that was a little like less sweet. And I was like, wow. And so he went on and like, and then he was talking about how there's been a ton of different, Fantastic Four stuff, and just how just how much they mean to Marvel in the continuity as well as to fans, as they were like sort of the first one that kicked off sort of like the Silver Age, of Marvel, like, Marvel's first family and all this other stuff. And he was talking about, there was this one that was if the bullpen, so Stan Lee and some other people became the Fantastic Four. And so it just goes to show that there's been like a ton of these like Fantastic Four what if kind of stories that have gone around, to various varying degrees. And so after listening, to watching that and then reading this, I really just chalked this up to just another fun cash grab for Marvel and Disney as they're combining both IPs. Was it terrible? No. Was it great? No. Is it good for all ages? Yes. It was very fun. It made sense. Yeah. Is it better or worse than as bad as What If the Marvel? I think it's better than that one, because even though King Kirby did the art for that, I just was like, meh. This one was better because I'm a fan of Mickey Mouse. Like, I'm a Mickey Mouse kid, I like. But I don't know. Like, there's not really much to say about this because it really was not even an experiment. It was a cash grab, which is not good, or it's got good or bad. It's just what it was. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's so innocuous that, and part of me really hopes that Marvel probably will do a collection of all of these, and that way you can get them all. And I think if you're going to like invest time and money into reading this, definitely buy a trade of it, like a paperback trade of it, that way you can sit down and buy it. It's much more cost effective, and I think you'll get more. Not that they're not all connected at all, but I think it'll help you be in that mind frame of what this is offering, instead of every month or something, because every month I just think it's not that. And again, we always talk about if things are for kids, this is definitely for kids, but the price point is not. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with some of these things, is the price points are not youth friendly. They're really expecting us as adults who have some kind of affinity with Disney characters to kind of purchase this and then possibly give it to their kids. Like, I really believe that that's the marketing strategy with that. Yeah, so Steve Cassavetes for Strange Brain Parts. Yes. I'm glad that you like it, Steve. I don't know if you do or not, but I really enjoy it. Yes, Barlord, they really should have printed it on newsprint and made it affordable. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Rich?
So I just want to go back. Thank you, Leonard, for letting us know about Hobie Brown, because I had no clue. I thought I read King in Black, but I guess I didn't remember that. And I always loved Hornet. I loved Peter when he did those 4 different whatever. Trade paperback Dad, Hobie is Spider-Punk, but from a different universe. Earth. Yeah.
Different Earth.
Experience says he's not dead, he's just not the Prowler anymore. And then we go down to
Steve. What if Galactus
transform?
I would read that.
So they just did what if Galactus would transform, and he did Rogue, Gambit, Spider,
Moon Knight,
Gwen,
Moon Knight.
So I would love to read what if Galactus transformed Mickey. That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty fun.
So I just want to echo everything you said. I think that it was out of all the ones we've read, this is the one I actually enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
It was a full, complete story. It told backstories. It had a little action. It was fun.
And
yes.
Petey, right?
For kids. What?
It's Petey is that his name?
Petey was yeah.
Well, man, so it gives you exactly what you would expect. That's the thing, that there were no surprises, which is fine, you know?
Yeah, and then at the end, we get the next one in this little series. In March, it's going to be What If Mickey and Friends Became the Avengers?
That'll be interesting.
So we'll be reviewing that one too.
Also, I have to tell you real quick before we break to commercial is the artwork in all of these. The only problem that I have with these is the artwork is kind of inconsistent. I do believe that this one was really, really good. Like I really
enjoyed this. Like, you know, I picked up the Nick Bradshaw variant because I loved it. It was really nice. And I liked that it's cute that Donald became the Thing.
Yeah.
Because we all know Donald has anger issues. That was the only thing I miss Donald. I don't really like him talking in sentences. Because you never could understand him kind of what he was saying back in the old cartoons.
Especially when he got angry.
Now he just speaks. And I'm like, meh. But it is cute that his little outfits kept being destroyed every time he would turn into the Thing. I loved it.
So
okay, time for a commercial break.
Yeah, get a drink, and we'll be right back. Bye.
Bye.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Rap hitting, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cloth was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up! Part of the experience.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You are watching the Geek Chat on the Experience. I'm Beardy Rich.
I'm Little Black Beardy Dez.
And we are here to give you our opinions on some of the newest comic books out.
And to give you a variant cover.
Yes.
This fantastic variant cover of Greg Land's the variant cover for Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. So yes, please, all you have to do is put hashtag EXP TGC variant in the comment section, and you too can get in and get this fantastic one. And as I see now, I wish we had like a recording of Barlord saying, "I am a satisfied customer," because he got the books. I received my books and they were fantastic, so stuff like that. But anyway, yes, put that in. We'll do it at the end of the show. And I could get over to Rich because we got a lot in this section. Whew, we got a lot.
All right. So next up, we are doing DC Comics. Yes, we're doing a DC one. It is Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum. It is a one-shot that is bridging what was in the first maybe 12 or 13 issues of Green Lantern. My earpiece fell out. And it's going into the Green Lantern Corps #1, which starts up in a few weeks. And it also continues in Green Lantern 19. So it's the first 18 issues, actually. Writer was Jeremy Adams. Artist is V. Ken Marion. Colorist is Romulo Fajardo Jr. The letterer was David Sharp. And the cover was by Fernando Blanco. And I just got the regular cover because, I am not a fan of DC Comics variants. You pay the extra $1 for the cardstock, and sometimes they're not really worth that extra $1. And this is a fine cover. So
it's interesting, because when I go out and I get my my variants, it's always the thing is they don't really offer too many of the really good variants for DC, unfortunately. So while they do have some, and I've seen really good ones in the past, it just seems like Marvel seems to just be, I don't know, there seems to be just a little bit better. I don't know why.
So I got into the Green Lantern book late. I got into it maybe a year ago. We reviewed something, and I was like, oh, I'll take a look at it. And I actually enjoyed it, what was going on. So I've been reading the last couple issues. And in this, we get Sorrow, which is the Gray Lantern.
The emo lantern?
Yes, the emo lantern, exactly. They actually call him that in this. I think this did exactly what it was supposed to do. It kind of wrapped up what was going on, started a new story with Oa being repopulated, and they have a battery now. We learn that none of the other colors have any batteries, which is causing a lot of distress in the emotional spectrum. And now we have Sorrow, who could undo everything. Okay, that's a great setup.
Mm-hmm.
We have Guy Gardner, who has lost a lot of weight. Guy used to be a little bit more bulky. And this is the book I was talking about earlier. The art in this reminded me of the 90s big time. The way everyone looked, the way they posed. This was a 90s book in 2025, I swear. This artist probably grew up reading a lot of 90s books, and sure enough, that's his inspiration. And he draws feet.
And he draws feet.
That said, I rather enjoyed this book. I'll be reading the core book because I like it.
Yeah.
You, I can tell, didn't.
No, I liked it.
You did.
Yeah, I was just trying to get my angsty move. Mom, it's not a phase, Hal. It's not a phase. Yeah, okay, I started Green Lantern and then I kind of fell out of it, but I've always been a really, big Green Lantern fan, especially with Jeff Johns's. Everyone talks about just how seminal Jeff Johns's run was, and it's great. Don't get me wrong, but there's been a lot of good stuff after it. Even the Grant Morrison stuff, which was weird, was definitely not bad, but but for whatever reason, I don't know. When I didn't really click with the last one, so I'm glad that you were able to go in and get some enjoyment out of that. I read this, and the one thing that I really enjoyed about it was how they wrapped it up. Like it made sense to me as someone who is, picking this up for the first time. Like it gave you just enough, backstory and exposition to get you kind of up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
But not at the but not at the sake or the sacrifice of building what's coming new.
Right.
And I loved how everyone had their own voice in it. Like we got to see Guy, we got to see
Kyle,
we got to see Jessica, so we got to see a lot of people, and how it felt was really organic, and like her speech, and the reinstating of the battery, and then all this stuff that happened. Like I thought it was a really good number one, and I honestly did not realize that it was a number one just as like a kickoff, for what's going on, because now
they like to do these. They love to do these one shots.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it at first. I thought, oh, we're gonna get Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum, and that's gonna be the name of this title. It's like Superman in Action Comics. That's like kind of what I thought it was. But now that I know that it's going to be a new course coming out, which I really enjoy. Like I really enjoy the core as a concept and how they've delivered it. So I actually will be picking up core, and I'll be picking up Green Lantern to see where this goes. Now, I'll be very clear that this Sorrow guy is like, he is all angst rolled up into a ball. So, and his motivation and what's going on and his plan, which is all laid out in this first issue, I'm like, okay, so we know where we're going, and I really hope that he doesn't become this sort of like laughing person. Like I really want like a Starheart, or what was the Death Lantern? Was that Starheart? Who became like the Death Lantern? He was the Black Lantern, and like I really want him to be a formidable.
You don't want him to be a joke. You want
exactly.
You want substance to this villain.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree. I want some substance. Yes. So couple things from the chat.
So Steve says, "Am I familiar with this?" Yes, I am. I was a huge. I still am a huge Seth Fisher fan. It was very unfortunate when he passed away, but yes, I Will World, I think was what it's called. So yes,
Will World. I looked it up.
I collected all of his stuff. I have his Batman Snow. I was able to meet him at Comic-Con a couple years ago before his passing, and I got a couple of actual ash cans from his. So yes, I really enjoyed his work, and I thought that was a very weird and fun story.
Yeah. Leonard, yes. Steve Englehart did have a good run. Jabroni Chief, I love my Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Grow up, old man.
Oh, there was a one shot that came out a couple weeks ago with Green Lantern and Green Arrow, and it was actually really good.
Just because their color scheme is similar does not mean they have to be super friends. Is all I'm saying.
Yes.
Like I really liked Barry and Green Lantern.
No, I'm an Ollie and Hale. Yes, Garth Wong, I also am a sucker for the 90s. And then the Black Parade about the Grey Lantern. That is a music reference.
No,
right?
no, My Chemical Romance.
That's what it is.
Based on Gerard Way. No. We're not
going
to go there.
If you are looking to start something new in the DC universe, and you are a Green Lantern or even a core fan, or you like any of those, I was so excited to see Razor. Razor was from the short-lived Green Lantern animated series. And
that's where he was from.
Yes, I loved him. Yes. Okay. Oh, God. All right. So
Why is this book? The next
book we're talking. No.
No. X-Men, Xavier's Secret. Did I not give it to you? I'm sorry. If I didn't give it to you, I apologize. It's X-Men Xavier. Did I not give it to you? Okay, then we're gonna pass it. Never mind. I forgot to give it to him.
No, you
Damn.
gave it to me. I'm trying to figure out where I put it.
Oh, we really want to talk about it. Thank you, producer Kyle.
Hold, please.
Okay. Well, then
Okay,
we'll
maybe
go back.
I just screwed up.
It's okay. We can come back to it. We can talk about the Patchwork Girl of Oz while you find it. It's totally fine because I
was just gonna also chime in when we get the Kermit the Frog crossover with Green Lantern and Green Arrow. We will have too much green in one book.
Actually, to get the Gods on the Street, that might work out. They're not owned. I think they're actually owned by Warner Brothers. So yeah, we could get a
Kermit is Disney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. I totally forgot about that. Yes, they bought that portion of Henson's catalog, the Muppets.
Yeah, and we know how much DC and Marvel play well together.
Yeah, and the other ones are solo. I totally forgot about that. So yeah.
All right, let's talk about this book because I liked this book. The Patchwork Girl of Oz. Yes, that's it. So
who's not in it?
What?
Who's not in it?
Who's not in it yet?
Issue 2.
I'm a huge fan of Otis Frampton. He did Oddly Normal, which Coog absolutely adored. He even ordered the number 4 on his Kickstarter Otis Frampton had. So we got a signed copy.
Oh, cool.
He's been promoting this book on Twitter, and I was really excited to read it. His art is just fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is just fun. So this
Really
is
good
really
cartoonist.
easy. The credits are simple this week. Ready, everyone? The Patchwork Girl of Oz, adapted and illustrated by Otis Frampton. The man does everything. Based on the novel by L. Frank Baum, but the color flats are done by Kate Frampton, which I believe is his wife, I believe.
Or daughter, who knows?
Or daughter, yeah. So this retelling, I don't know how many issues it's supposed to be.
Is it a retelling? Is it a retelling or is it something new? Because all that stuff is in public domain, so I'm never really sure if we're getting like the Wicked treatment or if we're getting like an actual adaptation of an already source material. Like I don't an adaptation of the source material. I think it's new.
So in the back, he just says my new comic book adaptation.
So he might be adapting it from a source material. I just don't remember the Patchwork Girl of Oz. Paul, you're in the chat. Did you ever? Because Paul sat through and read most of all. No, he is rad. He read most of the Oz books, so maybe he'll know. Because I know he sat down and read mostly all of them, and then he for a long time collected all of the Scotty Young versions of them. So he's definitely an Oz fan. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book too.
We were introduced to the characters Ojo and Nunky. Unk doesn't say much, and we learned that Ojo is the unlucky, and we don't know why. He didn't even know he was called the unlucky. So I'm interested in this because I am unfamiliar with this. The art is amazing.
What's up, producer Kyle? No, he answered the question. It is the 7th book in L. Frank Baum's Oz series. Thank you.
So it happens much later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
cool.
There's a whole bunch of adventures that go on in that series.
So this is you could give this to a kid. You could enjoy it as an adult. The artwork is really beautiful. I love this book.
Yeah, I think so. Whenever I see like a cartoonist's work, like, and this was almost the same thing when it was. Well, thank you, Paul. It was one of the same things that I looked at when I saw the What If Mickey and all them. There is a skill that comes with doing cartooning that it's like a classical style that some people, are really able to master and really, showcase well. When the lines are tight, the colors are tight, and it just pops off the page. And I like he is a cartoonist that can do that really well. And it's like a treat to look at the simplicity of the lines in a way that is just mesmerizing. Like, I'm sorry, there's a couple of cartoonists out there that can do that. It's almost like, the Bill Witherspoons, and then there was another one that just popped out of my head of work that I'm looking at right now. But he's one of them, and the fact that he's able to do the the writing and the adaptation of it is, yeah, I was really hooked on it. And again, it's mostly talked about. Well, okay, so I'm really getting into a lot of classic, and by classic I mean like early aught, Disney shows and Nickelodeon shows. Like, I'm really, 'cause I never watched Gravity Falls, and so I'm really into Gravity Falls right now. And so I'm looking at that style of art, and then having that transfer into comic books. And I don't know, it's just there's this style of comics that are for kids that is just being slept on, I think, because it's not big and muscular. But I think that's always been the case. But I think this is a great rendition. The artwork is just really good, folks. And I mean,
there's pages with no dialogue.
Yeah,
but you feel the momentum of the characters going.
Exactly. That's the thing that I like about it. It's just, I know, it's stuff like people who are able to capture like the magic in their cartooning is just like fantastic. So I think this is definitely a really good book. It's definitely for kids. It's definitely for adults. So please take a chance on it. It is at this point a slow burn, but I think you'll love it. Yeah, I heard that Gravity Falls trade paperback was a bit more adult though. Again, I don't know. I have not read it and I haven't looked at it. We're on episode like 5 or something. They just met the Manotars, Yeah, they're like bros, but they're minotaurs and they're bros. You should really, if you haven't watched Gravity Falls, you really should. Like, it is a bizarre show, and like all of the men have dad bods. It's hilarious. So anyway,
break time.
Break time. So we'll be right back with our final segment. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Bye.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live! With Nancy McCann. And Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You are watching the Geek Chat on The Experience. I'm Beardy Rich.
And I'm Little Black Beardy Desmond. Just wanted to say, you got to go to the website. Producer Kyle wrote that Spider-Man joke with the website just for all of you. And if you don't, he's probably going to break into your house and tell that joke to you over and over again. until you do. So just go. Also, producer Kyle, I wanted to ask you, when is little Ricky gonna get a show on Friday nights? You know, he was adorable. You know?
So he's doing more and more with Nancy. So that's a good thing that we can always hope for. She and I were talking earlier about some changes for her show coming soon.
Well, he is adorable, and I really hope I can't wait to start talking because he'd make a fantastic co-host.
Absolutely, and I want more of. Ricky knows so much stuff too. He's really a font of knowledge about comic books and stuff. So
cool.
Shout out to Ricky.
Yeah.
So and yes, I'm going to redo the website joke because
great,
even at this point, I want to put my head through a wall every time I play that spot now.
But speaking of other shows, you know that the show right in front of us is What's in the Box with
Miss Jen.
With Miss Jen. So definitely check that out. It is a great place to get some really cool comics. So please check that out.
And after us,
yep, is Mog and Mel. Sketch Up with Mog and Mel, where they have fantastic artists and they sit around, draw up really great artwork, and they usually, I think they give it away too, you know, on the show. So definitely stay seated, grab your popcorn. We have a ton of stuff on Thursday night, so please.
Fellas, can I promote very quickly? Friday morning for y'all on the West Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast time. Order up the Final Order Cutoff show. Rich can talk about this probably for days about how important Final Order Cutoff orders for retailers are.
Yeah.
And so we have
now.
We have a whole show now devoted just to what you need to call your local comic shop over the weekend and tell them to order for you.
Yeah, he has broken into my house a couple times to like get your orders in. So yeah,
it's absolutely true. Tomorrow we're gonna have Michael Torma from Oni Press on to talk about new offerings from Oni Press.
Oh, cool.
They are one of the publishers who has been massively affected by the Diamond news. So finding out what their plans are and finding out how you can order and tell your LCS what you want from them will really help your LCS not also get jerked around as Diamond figures their crap out.
There you go. Yeah, we like to keep it good for the kids on the Geek Chat. So, and again, as always, we do have our giveaway going. So if you haven't already, please put that hashtag in. It's for a fantastic Greg Land Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. Put that hashtag in, and yeah. But we got a couple more comics. Time is limited, so we're going to kind of speed run through some of these. Rich, what's up next?
Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon.
So okay. I'll let you do the normal.
All right, real quick. J. Michael Straczynski is back writing at Marvel. Artist is Will Robson. Color artist is Andrew Dahlhaus. Letters is VC's Corey Pettit. That cover is done by Gary Frank. Yeah, Gary Frank's back at Marvel doing some covers too.
Yeah.
And Alex Sinclair. I got the Lionel Francis U cover, which is all the upcoming one-shots. These one-shots are all J. Michael Straczynski written with different artists. The next one up is Captain America Volstagg, Nick Fury versus Fing Fang Foom, Hulk and Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider versus Galactus, and Spider-Man versus the Marvel Universe. All one-shots, all written by Michael J. Straczynski. Yeah, this is the leadoff one with the two characters I give no F's about.
You don't care about Dr. Doom? He's awesome.
I cannot. No, and he's getting his own event coming. Ugh.
Of course he
but,
is.
That said,
I liked it. You know,
I knew you would.
Well, no, okay. Here's the thing. The reason why I liked it is they were talking about this weird kind of like super science, and I liked the explanation in the writing. I thought the writing was relatively, you know, the writing for me was really engaging. When they were talking about why they were doing it, all the backstory about Dr. Doom I could do without, and the stuff about going, you know, and what that guy did. So like it felt like these were all leading into something. Like I'm wondering if they're all going to lead into a new a new book or something that's happening, or if they just are full on one shots. Because that entropy monster thing that was at the beginning of the before the Big Bang Theory. Sorry, before the Big Bang. What did it do with Doctor Doom's soul crystal or whatever? So I kind of enjoyed it.
I'm wondering if this leads into something to do with the Doom, one world, one nation, whatever it is under Doom.
I don't think so.
I don't either, but it was weird that it made it seem like it because he was like, my path, my world.
Yeah, see, like little hints like that. So I'm thinking, is it sitting into that? Is something else? Because like all the other ones that are coming up after it, like they don't connect with that. So
no,
I don't know. So other than that, I thought it was an okay story. It's a one shot. If you have some disposable income, yeah, you could do worse. That's all I'm saying.
Steve,
do you think Rocket could ever get spooked into hiding in Doom's tunic, or is he just too brave? Well, if you haven't read it, there's a really cute scene while they're sitting together in front of the fire. I'm not going to spoil it because I think you really have to read it because it really endeared, my heart. So,
yeah. The other thing is, Rocket did not look like a raccoon in this at all.
No, he didn't.
He did not. He looked more like a little, I don't know, like a little weird animated something. No, he did not look like a raccoon at all. It was very disturbing in some of these panels, but I'm glad you liked it.
Okay, so we have time for one. Well, I thought it was okay. We have time for one more. So it's either X-Men, Xavier's Secret, or it's Wonder Woman 17.
Wonder Woman 17 all the way.
Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about that one. Read X-Men, Xavier's Secret at your own risk. Neither of us really thought it was all that, but hey, it's a one shot. It's a one shot. So a lot of one shots this week. So again, disposable income.
Okay, we don't have much time, but I just want to say, if you have ever liked reading Wonder Woman, if you liked anything about Wonder Woman, you should be reading this book. The trade is, I think the first trade is actually available. It is a long form story, something that really isn't done in a lot of comic books anymore. Tom King has been writing this every issue. Daniel Sampry is drawing the hell out of it. It is one of the most gorgeous books on the racks right now. Tomi Moray is the colorist, and Clayton Cowles does the lettering. The short of this is, I'm going to spoil things for you because it needs to be told. We all know that Wonder Woman has a daughter, and in the last couple of issues, we've learned how she has a daughter, why she has a daughter. This issue was two stories in one. It was the remembering of the mother or the father of Steve. Meanwhile, it shows why those three Wonder Girls are so kick-ass. They are like, Donna Troy has been around from the beginning, and you expect her to be badass. But Yara and Cassie, it was great. This image doesn't exactly happen in the book, but it is a very strong and striking cover.
Yeah.
I think Wonder Woman right now, I am a longtime Wonder Woman fan, back from the Linda Carter days. And I have been out of the Wonder Woman books because I don't feel that she's ever been Wonder Woman. And the other thing I never liked is I hated how her family was always in the book as fill in the blank, protagonist, antagonist. It didn't matter. The gods were always involved. The Cliff Chang run with, I'm blanking on the writer, from the New 52, family fully involved. Next writer to take over, family fully involved. Tom King brought back her rogues. All of them.
Yeah.
And I love it. So that's my 2 cents about this book.
I thought it was fun. As a standalone, I had no idea what's going on because I haven't read the other ones. But yeah. So was she trying to carve Steve to bring him back?
Nope.
Was she trying to make a man tall with the tan?
She just wanted as she said, she's told that story over and over. She is mourning. She is in mourning as a new mother. I don't know. I just love this book. Love this book.
Sorry, Bloodline Josh Perry. We're out of time, my friend. And I think being a dragon would be fantastic as a mutant power. But it is time for us to give away our comic of the week.
Woo!
And
What
that
happened?
is
There we go.
There we go. Let's do it. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Boop, 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 boop. Oh wow! So Bloodline Josh Perry, thank you so much for being in here. If you want me to send you this free comic, send us your
info.
So producer Kyle's gonna put this in your information. If you want this free comic, put in your information in here within the next, about 48 hours. That way I can get it. Because
72 hours. See, it says 72.
Sorry, 72 hours. Sorry, because I want to be able to put this out over the weekend. So if you want that, please click and put in your shipping information, and we'll send it off. So next week. Next week, for it. No. Next week we'll be here, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Stay tuned for Mog and Mel.
Yes.
Sketch Up and Rich. You got something else last?
Nope.
All righty, everybody. Well, you take care, and
we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.